Hello and welcome to part 3, creating your docking doors for the Fresh Direct warehouse. So what you're going to do today is create the docking doors for the trucks to unload and load produce. So depending on the type of system you have, whether you have a flow-through system where merchandise comes in from one and out through the other, or a U-flow system where you have both docking doors in and out on one side, merchandise goes in a U shape, you'll need to place docking doors according to the system that you have. So let's start by just taking a look at the required measurements that you have to include. So on your project, we've created a 500,000 square feet with no more than 75 feet high, partial second floor. We've also created our entrance doors in the OSHA standards and allowed for up to 165 feet for that truck depth, meaning the road for the trucks to drive in and out of from the docking doors. So next we're going to create our docking doors that's 14 feet wide and 13 feet 6 inches high. So let's go to our model, and using our rectangle tool, I'm going to just start drawing out a rectangle, and then I'm just going to type in the measurements width first, so 14 feet, comma, 13 feet, 6 inches, and press enter. Next, what we're going to do is the measurement asks for 9 feet wide bay doors, but those bay doors start 52 inches above the ground, and that's just to account for the truck wheels and where the actual doors on the truck are located to be able to unload the produce. So I'm going to use the tape measure tool, and then starting at the bottom, I'm going to just simply type in 52 inches and press enter. Next, I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and I'm going to start drawing out a square that's 9 feet wide, and I'm just going to type in 9 feet and press enter. SketchUp will create a square that's 9 feet. So I'm going to use my select tool, click on the top line, and then using my move tool, just move that line a little up so we know the bay doors will go exactly to the top. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a component. That way, once I duplicate them on the side, if I decide to change the color and add other things, which we will, it'll be easy to do so. But first, I'm going to just move this 9 feet bay door to center it. And to do so, I'm going to use the select tool, double click so everything is selected, then using the move tool, click down and just move across till it looks centered. Good. Next, again using the select tool, since this is already selected, I'm just going to hold down the shift key, which is going to allow me to multi-select, and then I'm going to double click on the complete width. Now I'm going to right click, make component, and call this one dock doors, and now click create. Since this is already selected, as we can see with the boot outline, I'm going to use the move tool, click on this while pressing control. So I'm going to hold down the control key, then click on this component, which creates a copy. I'm going to move it across, and I want this bay at least 3 feet away from the other bay. And how the measurement starts is that it's going to start your measurement from that first line, which will be all the way on the left. So we know our bay width is 14 feet wide, so adding 3 feet would give us 17 feet. So I'm just going to type in 17 feet. So I'm going to let go of the control, 17 feet, and just press enter. And that will space it exactly 3 feet apart from here, which you can see. Good. So I actually just messed up, but because before I was supposed to use that tape measure, what I should have done was duplicate the amount of doors that I wanted by simply, as soon as you place this copy, you're going to type in the amount of doors that you want, which I want 12 docking doors, and then you would press X. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to delete this and start over. So I'm going to select the component, and then using the move tool, hover over, hold down the control, click down, let go of the mouse now, and then I click, move it over. I'm going to type in 17 feet, enter, and now I'm going to type in 12. I want 12 docking doors, and then the letter X, which means 12 docking doors times, and then press enter. Okay, and so we see here that the 12 docking doors was created in the same distance that I wanted it. Okay, so now let's do a little tweaking. And again, we created a component because once we edit one, all of them will be edited as well. So to edit, I'm going to double click on the component. Now using my line tool, I'm going to draw another border around my dock to create that seal for when the produce comes, to just help keep the environmental control. Okay, and I'm also going to use the arc tool, 2-point arc, to create an awning. This way it will protect the driver and the produce in inclement weather. Next, I'm going to just add some texture. The Fresh Direct logo colors are orange and green, so I'm going to just try to stick with that. So I'm going to use orange for the base of the door with a little bit green accent, and then I'm going to use this mirror just for the middle of it. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the push-pull tool and rotate a little bit and pull out my awning just a little bit. Okay. And next, what I want to do as well is pull out the seal, the green border that we just made. Pull that out just a little bit as well. And there we go. What we can also do is add in text. That way we can specify if it's a dock for in or a dock for out. I'm going to use my tools, 3D text, and type in dock. And click place. And there you go. Let's just make sure that in dock is attached to our awning, and it is. Great. So there you have it. Our dock doors that have been created. Next, what we're going to create are the roads leading up to it, which you can use just the rectangle tool to do that as well. So really simple. I'm going to zoom up just a little bit, use my rectangle tool, draw the road out just the width of the bay doors. I'm just going to click down there because I can use my move tool just to move it. So I'm going to select this line here. I'm using my move tool. And just please select that and move that along. I'm going to create the yellow lines on there just to help guide my driver. And again, we can always move that just to center it. Okay, and once that's selected, I'm on my move tool. I'm going to copy this same way we did the dock doors. So on my move tool, hovering over, I'm going to press down control, click on that yellow line, and then create a copy there, release, and I think maybe I'm going to try 13 with the letter X to multiply. And let's see if that's enough. Not too much, but can always do that again. Okay, after that, you're going to add some texture, so some concrete, and I'm also going to add my yellow lines in, just, it could be yellow or white. Okay, I'm going to put yellow. Okay. Once we've added in the textures and colors using the paint bucket, we want to duplicate the road to be in front of all the other dock doors. So I'm going to change my camera view to top, zoom out a little bit, and then pan over to where I made that roadway. using the select tool, the black arrow, I'm going to select as much of the road as possible, zoom in a little bit more, and then hold down my shift key to multi-select and just select what wasn't selected before. So I'm going to double click on the outside, double click on this. Now it looks like everything is selected. So now holding down the, using the move tool, hovering over our road and holding down the control key to make a copy, I'm now going to click on the road and move that road over. Okay. So we want this right in front of the dock door, which we know is 17 feet from there. So I'm actually just going to type in 17 feet. So 17 feet and then enter. And I know that's going to put right in front of the dock door. So once I, just let go of that. And good. So next what I want to do is I want to type in the number 12 and then the letter X to duplicate this 12 times so it's in front of each dock door, and then press enter. That didn't work, so let's start over. Let's try it again. Okay. So I'm going to select everything again. Zoom out a little bit. Zoom in, hold down my shift key. Double click on everything. Using my move tool, hover over. Press the control key, click down, create a duplicate, and SketchUp is telling me that this is exactly 17 feet. So I'm just going to let go, click down because I know that's placed right in front of the docking doors. And I'm going to type the letter 12, the number 12, the letter X, and press enter. And there are my roadways that are duplicated on my docking doors. So next what you can do, you can download the semi-truck component and place it into your SketchUp model. That way you can just kind of see a nice presentation and how it would actually look with a semi-truck in there that would do deliveries. So you can also label your doors out and in dock by using the 3D text tool. So this side says in, so when you do it on the other side you can always change it so it says out, just like this dock that says out. Okay, so now it's your turn. Have fun, and just make sure your docking doors match your system, whether it be a U-flow or a through flow system.